Hey, this is Robert Monroe, and I'm going to do another one of the lovely, amazing daily talking videos. We're going to talk about conflict and having opinions. I know, such a hot take on the internet, and I'm getting pointed at because I think she doesn't understand which way she points when the camera's flipped. Anyway, let's talk about it. If you like these type of videos, like and subscribe because I'm doing them daily, at least for now. I'm going on tour pretty soon, so we'll see if I can keep it up. Actually, to be honest, I'll probably have more time to do videos like this, but we will see. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, I was thinking about this because recently I've been having to call out a lot of my students, which creates conflict. And then I was calling out somebody on Twitter, and I was trying to think through what really is the best place to be in terms of giving criticism and basically going into a situation knowing that you're increasing the likelihood of conflict, not decreasing it. Because I would say that because everything is so public and on social media, only a few people actively benefit and seek out conflict, and then the rest of us kind of cower in the corner and try to hide away from anything that is controversial or leads to people, fighting each other. And first of all, I want to put this disclaimer at the beginning. I really do not like conflict and will try to avoid it at pretty much almost all costs. And so, in a lot of ways, I like the world the way it's set up because, most conflict feels very unnecessary. But let me just throw out a few of my thoughts as to when you really do need to say something, even if it frustrates others and you end up getting in a conflict. So, the first one that I would really throw out there is, and it comes from the Bible actually, right back in Genesis. It's when they cover up their dad. He's drunk, he's being embarrassing. They walk backwards because he's naked. You can look this up. I think it's Genesis 9. They walk backwards because he's naked, and they want to cover him up so as not to embarrass him, and they walk backwards so they don't even see him. That, I think, is a great example of where when there's a behavior going on, when something is going on that you know is going to embarrass somebody, especially somebody close to you, I think calling them on it and addressing it is crucial. Now, notice something, though, that they did. It was all private. It was all ahead of time. It was trying to cover up and to not make public something. So that, I was realizing, that's probably the most extreme level and should really only be reserved for people close to us and in private. And I'm realizing that's typically what I end up trying to do with my piano students. When my piano students are doing something in piano that is going to be embarrassing and unhelpful for them, I typically act with a very swift nature and really come down pretty hard on them in, within what's appropriate, to basically let them know that they need to change what their behavior is and set it up. Otherwise, that's going to cause them a lot of trouble down the road. So that is definitely the main place I think that conflict is totally warranted, because nobody likes to hear that they're not doing something well. And they could totally go, no, actually, I think I'm doing great. Let's talk about the more public settings, the more entertaining, stuff that we get thrown at all the time, either feeling like we can never say something bad or that, we want to say something and get into it. When we're talking about social media and we're talking about, on the internet, I have to say I am beginning to think it's all for show. And in reality, the main reason you would get in any conflict is purely from a beef, sort of like a rapper beef standpoint. all you're really trying to do is drum up views for both of you. And the reason why I say this is they're not conducive for a real conversation. I say something, now it just is out there. You respond, and we're just talking past each other to an audience that's over here, peanut gallery on the side. So if you really have something important to say, I don't think it's wrong necessarily to comment, post in a generalized way or a very specific way just once. But what I'm realizing for myself, at least, and I think everybody has to pick a different point, when I respond to the comments to my post, even to try to clarify, that's probably where I'm going too far in starting to provoke this controversy that, you know, is generating enthusiasm and engagement, you know, being an engagement farmer, but it's kind of over the top. So anyway, I'm Robert Monroe. Hopefully that was helpful to you. I know I'm still kind of thinking through what my stances are on all this stuff. And, you know, I'm probably not going to ever have it figured out because that's kind of the whole point. So if you like this stuff, go ahead, like. If you don't like it, throw me a comment as to what you don't like. Maybe we can start a beef right here. Get your views up, get my views up, and you have a great day.